My name is Kaylee Nussbaum. I was born and raised in Santa Clarita, California. As I grew up and got older, my parents had my younger brother, and I just noticed that I was having behavioral problems and I wasn't cooperating with them as they felt like a 2-year-old should, which of course it was difficult because I was going through the terrible twos. They didn't really know if it was normal or not. And so as we started going to more and more doctors, and they realized I would get sinus infections a lot. So we went to the doctors and I had multiple sets of ear tubes to drain the fluid out of my ears to prevent the infections from happening. I think I went through about 6 sets of ear tubes from up until the time I was 6. It caused a lot of scarring in my eardrums. Through all the testing of my ears, they checked my hearing, and they found that I had a hearing loss. The type of hearing loss that I have is a hereditary loss. It's called a cookie bite hearing loss. So my hearing is normal, and then it drops down and goes back up, so it looks like somebody took a bite out of a cookie. So they go straight into my ear. It's a pretty small tube, so you can't really see it. And it kind of almost looks like a piece of hair for me. And then I just put it behind my ear. As a person with a hearing loss, I'm kind of feel like I'm in the middle of the hearing world and the deaf world. My hearing loss is not severe enough for me to be classified into the deaf community, but also at the same time, I feel like there are certain things that prevent me from being completely in the hearing world as well. So I feel like I'm kind of teetering in the middle, which is sometimes it's a really cool place to be, and it's kind of just like different and fun because I can go back and forth, and I feel like I can relate to both. As of right now, I don't have any friends who kind of associate in the middle, and it would be incredible to just have that support.
Oh, really? Oh, no. Oh, let me not. Let me up the air. There. Down, down.
So I was born with a hearing loss. Yeah, all of my family is hearing, so I'm the only one who has a hearing loss. Like how I feel about being in the middle, kind of. I mean, I feel like I'm comfortable with it. Comfortable? Is that comfortable? With where I am. I think it's just like understanding everything that happens for a reason. I feel like I know. I don't know all the way. I would never know what it's like to be deaf, but I feel like I can understand a little bit more. I've always looked for a role model for someone who's kind of in the middle, because I feel like I'm not on either side. I'm not fully in one world or fully in the other. There's two places. And there's no one really who I've met who's in the middle and who associates and who's comfortable with that. I think because both the worlds are so strong, and the culture is so strong that it sometimes becomes hard, stuck in the middle. It just gives me so much more experience, and I get to have so many more different friends from all over, and it's really cool. I love it.